Hello, creatures, critters, cryptids, etc. It's back for another moist maxing Monday. Oh boy. Hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, moist maxing Monday. You love to hear it. You love to see it. You love to experience it. It's true. So yeah, back to bonus jobs, I think. Yeah, we're doing some Buckingham files. And I had a whole ass solar station to clean. So let's look forward to that. Let's get some music rolling. We can go with this. We'll find out how safe the Ragnarok Online soundtrack is for streaming today. Dirt Finder General, hi, how are you? All good, I hope. Excellent. Same. I'm Anna, head of coordinastics at Zrust Industries, and I have an exciting opportunity for you. Now, I don't know how much you know about solar energy, in particular solar farming. Don't worry, we're not putting cows on the surface of the sun. Nothing like that. No, we utilize energy from the sun by trapping it in complex photovoltaic cells. Photovoltaic cells that form structures that we call solar panels. Let me riddle you this. What's good for you but bad for us? Give up, I'll tell you. Dirt! LOL! We're talking major reductions in efficiency when the cells are obscured, and that's the sitch we currently find ourselves in. So where are you coming? You'll be delighted to learn that we've secured funding to get the entire facility clean, so don't think you're coming all this way just to wipe down a few dirty panels. We wouldn't do that to you. Good. I'm glad that this character is ridiculous. Alright, it's time. What is this, I think the music would be a little loud. Hey Ennis, how you doing? Where's this one? I have my triple nozzle. Please free cleans facility in whichever way you please. As long as it's systematic, efficient, and allows for reopening at its earliest possible opportunity. To give me my triple boy, I'm gonna use it. Can't go wrong with the triple boy. Mega appreciated. That's right, boys. Mondo cool. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's Monday going? I was in an outage call all day today. It was great. Love being in an outage call all day. You're doing pretty well. That's good. Solar panels. So what's this thing's in? Is this like a battery, I guess? What is this? Why has it got like wheels and valves? You did your brakes. You can go on interstates and feel safe doing it again. And my car doesn't squeak constantly either. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Well, at least the car is no longer trying to destroy you. I think that would be stupid. Triple nozzle was like the only, or as well nozzle once you get it. Hey, Lime Slushy, how you doing? Let's get the ones that tanks and pipes are for is some kind of coolant. These may be combo PV thermal systems. I can't help but notice they keep using the desert for... I mean, I guess it makes sense-ish for solar panels to be in a wide flat area, but a lot of these last few maps have just been like plopped into the desert. I feel like I've exhausted all my talking topics from all those two Elite Dangerous streams over the weekend. I'm just like thinking, I'm like, I don't have anything new to talk about. It's only been a day since I yapped on for 8 hours straight. However long it was. I think it was like 2 5-hour streams, but still. Solar. Inverter. Solar's not as common as you'd think here still. I've seen a few solar panels, but they're still relatively uncommon. I think it was mostly because for the longest time, the rule was that if the power, like, even if you had like your own source of power, if the power went out and you were connected to grids, and it still forced your power to be out, so everyone was just like, well, why bother? Didn't have any way to like cut off that connection, I guess. Or they wouldn't let you do it. I don't think that's true anymore based on what I've been told, but it was for a while. Of course they keep like doing everything in their power to like get rid of any renewable energy credits. Because, you know, having sustainable energy is the greatest sin you could commit in the world of capitalism. How dare you not depend on corporations to power your house anymore? All doors. Oh. Why is this one like 8 million different parts? Was the others just one? Hey Zone, how you doing? Trying to figure out noms. I had some cottage cheese for the first time in a while. It was nice. Such debauchery in my chat, I can't believe it. Pressure control unit. What are we controlling the pressure of? Three whole streakings. I feel like some music could be a little louder. Can you hear it over the whooshing of this number? 35, damn. Is Midas even in here? That makes me wonder. Yeah, he danced earlier. Pressure pump piston. Who's out there pressuring their pumps? Oh yeah, I added a new emote I mentioned in my Discord. I added a new animated mode. I've actually used up all my slots now, I think. Of course, some of them are still leftovers from the old days, but I've used up all my emote slots finally. This, yeah. Pool toy summer. Squeezing the pool toys. Music's not very relaxing. Get up here. Yeah. Pressure pump barrel. But yeah, I'm hoping the first full week of July. Well, I hope there's not, for those in the US, there aren't leftover fireworks being set off for the next half year, which is usually what happens to me. Never end. Cylinder's still dirty, why? There we go. Everyone just has like leftover fireworks forever. They were selling fireworks in the fucking grocery store when we were there on last Friday. I think it was Friday. We were there and they were selling fireworks in the grocery store. I feel like that's pretty ridiculous. Oh really? Nice. Congratulations on your weighty basil. Your weighty basil. I mean, it reaches pretty high until it breaks and suddenly resets itself. I think Midas got to a bit over a year once before it, like, broke. And decided to reset back to 0. Another trip across country. I'd like to take more ad hoc trips, but like anytime we go anywhere, we have to figure out what to do with the cat. I just don't go anywhere. Having pets is a mistake. To some extent. You may notice as you work that some of the apparatus appears, at least it's uninformed, to be linked to the water industry. Huh. Water industry going to Midas. That's gonna be further from the truth. That said, it's linked to the water industry, but those parts are purely legacy and not integral to its current operation. Aren't tides the water industry at this point? clean down here too. Someone who plays PowerWash Simulator and they only clean every map to 99% and then move on to the next one. They purposely leave that speck of dirt behind just to upset everybody. Cool. Who wants to watch my cat? He's very low maintenance. All he does is lump most of the day. And rumbles the rest of the time. I like miss a major spot. It's awfully dirty for how clean it looks. Oh, I guess it's part of the roof, okay. Whoa, what a bounce. There we go, roof clean. It's finally happened. Big old part of this greasy tank. Hey Luke, how you doing? So who in chat thinks they could contains this entire tank? Who's stretchy enough in chat? That means the contents of it, not the tank itself. I don't, unless you wanted to use it as like a giant dildo, but that's not what I meant. I wonder if I still have all my Ragnarok Online builds written down somewhere from 20 years ago. I'm actually curious. I have a feeling I know where it would be if I did. Sure do, actually. I even have a old screenshot of what my build was going to be in a build planner. I just at a fucking, what is this, Windows, is this Vista? I guess this would have to be Vista, right? I have the toolbar on the top, which is wild. Funny. Back into Opera days. Opera, Firefox, Thunderbird. I used Thunderbird back then. I think this is Ventrilo. Winamp, of course. I have like a bunch of guides written down on what I'm wanting to do with like stats and everything. I just have a whole folder of it from it says these are from 2010. I guess that's possible. Well, some of them are from 2005. So it's anywhere from 2005 is what's the earliest one here? The earliest one is September 5th, 2005. And the latest item is from July 12th, 2010. So that gives you an idea of the range of time I was mostly playing it. It's wild. I actually completely forgot I had played Ragnarok that long. I thought I had only played it for like a couple years. I didn't realize I had been playing it at the same time as Guild Wars 1. But I guess I had a lot of time to do all sorts of things. I would have been playing EVE Online at the same time then too. I guess that makes sense. Like, I was in college, what else was I going to be doing but playing every MMOs that existed at the same time? Pressure water pipeline buried below ground. Do not excavate. Do not inflate. It's kind of wild seeing an old screenshot like that. Like, back when Windows let you actually like modify how the UI looked at all. Remembers those days? When you were allowed to control your operating system? Fucked up, right? Who would ever want something like that? They ask. I wonder if there's any good private service for Ragnarok still. Oh my god, help. I've actually forgotten what. I've actually, okay. What? Either it wasn't responding to me or I forgot how to control the game for a second there. I don't know what was happening. I was very confused. I was trying to like get out of this mode so I could move the trellis there, and I couldn't figure it out. I know they always go after the private servers, though, still to this day. They always did. It was always a huge pain in the butt. But you can't get like a retro achievements Ragnarok online server because it's never going to be stable enough. I'm honestly shocked Horizon's like never been shut down by Square. Like, I don't know if they just don't, like, do they just not care? Do they not know? Like, there's no way they don't know, right? You may well ask, why install solar farms in the middle of the desert on top of a water station? And you may ask yourself. First, it goes without saying, asking a question doesn't necessitate an answer. Damn, got us. I think we're all too fixated on having your questions answered these days, don't you agree? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, it's one thing to have workshop supports, another thing to have a private servers that takes revenue away from their, like, a whole ass MMO. Like, I imagine they don't have the biggest audience for FF11 anymore, but still. It's just surprising me, because it's like... It's always been a funny dichotomy to me, too, because of, like, how often Eastern games like to, like, violate, like, you know, just wholesale, like, take stuff and have, like, references that are just, like, completely obvious and unaltered. You know, and then turn around and be like, oh, but you can't have any of our stuff in your things. It's like, yeah. I don't know, I guess what I'm saying is I want to play Ragnarok Online again, but not the official servers. Because Gravity's kind of a unpleasant corporation, in my opinion. How's this ladder not clean yet? Oh. I'm honestly surprised you're still awake, Midas. I'm in shock and awe. Here's the question, so will you have energy for hangout time later? It's a very important question. Because that's very upsetting news. Like I've said before, Midas is a real Yinglet here. He's able to be awake about 4 hours before he has to sleep again. Why does these ladders keep sending me like fly into the stratosphere? Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Twitch broke. Fresh. Sometimes Twitch breaks and like all of the UI just vanishes. Okay, it's back. Another pump. Man, they're just spoiling me with pumps here. Everyone get your pumps in chat. This bird screeching in my ear is very unpleasant. I gotta say. Not a fan. Two of them. Two pumps. They look like lollipops. Or like, not lollipops, but like some kind of like frozen treat. You know what I mean. They look like a frozen treat of some sort. It's like something you'd lick. Yeah, yeah. Ice creams. Those things. Ice cream, of course. Hey Sheen, how you doing? Can you handle it? Can you handle how much I've been talking about pumps because we're surrounded by water pumps here? Jin, could you hold all of the contents of this tower here? This water tower? Water tank? Could you handle it? With all these pumps around helping. Okay, Alweek, you finished that game last stream, right? What's your next game you're gonna be playing? After Astrays or MO Astray. Wait, have you decided your next game yet? Abduction. I'm not familiar with that one. What's it about? If you know. It's true, you can join to Squishy on Play Discord channel. We do zings there sometimes. Sometimes zings occur in that Discord. Oh, okay. There we go. Hey Zara, how you doing? Wakey drakey. I mean, if you really cared about that number, Twitch has the option to just watch the VOD and retain your watch streak if you cared. Like, if you were like actually that concerned about that number going up, it gives you 24 hours. Everyone loves number go up. Yeah, that's a relatively recent change. I think it was when it was like 2 or 3 weeks. It was when they introduced that weird flower plant things that's growing. Is when they introduced that feature, I believe. So like less than a month ago. I only know about it because Twitch won't shut up about it. Every time I'm like, every time someone's streaming that I have any kind of watch streak with, they're like, it's always like immediately pops up like, you retain your watch streak by watching this person now, and then it's like your watch streak broke. Watch a VOD now. And usually it'll like yell at me about watching a VOD for a stream I'm literally in, which is extra fun. I love that. Like it does that to me with Juker constantly. It's like, you missed Juker's stream, and I like click on it and there's me chatting in the stream. It's like, yeah, did I? Yeah, bitch. You have to like sit there and watch it for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then like a little green thing will pop at the bottom that you can barely see, that goes away after 2 seconds, that says like, you saved your streak. I only know this because I did it once on one of Juker's videos, because I was wondering why the fuck it was saying I missed the stream I was in. I went and looked, and then it was like, you saved your streak. I was like, oh, thank you. I guess that's cool. Why are you dirty? Hey, Hero. The natural pressure washer has arrived. Could you contain this entire water tank, Hero? I think you could. I think you could absorb all of it. It's true, you are the water tank. Sorry, Zara. I like how this is supposed to be a solar farm and I'm just cleaning all these water tanks and pressure controls and pumps and stuff. It is so nostalgic. I mean, it's your fault I remembered Ragnarok Online. I was actually looking. It's funny, Hero. I was like, I randomly had thoughts like, I wonder if I still have my notes from when I played Ragnarok Online, because I transfer all of my shit from every computer. And I did find my folder where I have notes from 2005 to 2010, where I have like builds for like stuff from back then. Like I had this screenshot, I have this screenshot for Gunslinger. See my old ass wallpaper. I have like multiple text files and stuff of just notes about like what stats I want, what skills I want, all that stuff. I'm surprised I still have all of it. Like, I'm surprised it's intact. I have music stuck in my head from Wonder Boy and Monster World for some reason all day. It's not Ragnarok Online. You might be surprised to know. Different game entirely. A different game altogether. How's this lollipop? Or I keep wanting to call them lollipops. It's ice cream pop, not clean yet. Oh, that's how. Okay. They're still dirty. Pipes are cleaned. RBO is as a Ragnarok battle offline or whatever. I keep meaning to check after is that's on retro achievements. There's a Ragnarok DS. And a Ragnarok Tactics, but that seems to be all they have. Unless it has a... What system was it for? Was it Ragnarok DS? It was for PC. Oh, if it was... Oh, right. If it was for PC, it probably wouldn't be on Retro Achievements. That makes sense. Okay, Ragnarok DS. I wonder what's up with this. Like, was this good or was this bad? Oh, it's a playlist. I don't really like, I mean, yeah, I know it would. It was a, you know, it's a DS game, but yeah. I don't like DS games very much, but I'd be interested to take a look at it. Just let you play the game offline by default, like Phantasy Star Online, where you could just never be online if you didn't want to be. Being online is optional for this MMO. For themselves, they released that Phantasy Star Online Plus, I think it was, on GameCube. Like, you couldn't do most of the, like, cool stuff if you're offline only. But since they released that version that had, like, most of the online-only quests included. Where are you dirty? Mr. Pump Control Unit. Okay. Or Pressure Control Unit, whatever. Alright, we done with the tanks? I think we're done with the tanks. Time to actually clean the solar farm. You know, it's that thing we're here to do. Thing, though, was a lot of more modern MMOs. Is you can basically just pretend you're playing it offline anyway. You just have to have internet connection. But I guess, which is kind of a big deal if you're wanting to play it like somewhere where you wouldn't have an internet connection. But I mean, well, also that's why I wash down to water facilities when they're purely legacy, not involving the day-to-day operation. But otherwise, just like so many MMOs are just you barely need to acknowledge others exist. Just play RuneScape in Iron Man mode. That'd be pretty neat, honestly. I don't know how long I would, like, it's kind of like with RuneScape where, like, I get a bug to, like, do some grinding, but then after, like, a month, I'm just kind of over it. Like, that'd probably be the same way as Ragnarok Online. I'd probably just, like, revive my old cleric, because I always play cleric. I always played a battle cleric. Just revive my cleric and get him to, like, the point where he's a useful build and then immediately stop playing. Really? Okay. Thanks for the heads up, Zara. I was not aware. Hopefully with this one I can kind of do a bit better. Like, I don't want to like ask you to hold my hand, but I might need you to like help me out a bit more, because the problem is I don't know what to do and I just kind of give up after a while. Because all I really know to do is just like mine some rocks and chop some trees, and then I'm just like, well, now what? Like I'll max out smithing and nothing else and just be like, okay, I don't know what to do now, and I just stop playing because I don't know what to do now. Which is why I get like as a second or maybe third trophy level on every single league. Must not get sucked back in. Yeah, it's dangerous. I mostly, when I do play RuneScript, I mostly play old school, but still, dangerous either way. That sound effect was getting weird. And another one. Solar panels were too big. Halves are really. Oh, wait, it's not even been that long, because wasn't the last RS3 League gets into last year? I guess that means you won't be resubbing FF14. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Why didn't you tell me? You know, I've been desperately looking for someone to play that with. Even a duo, like, everything's so much better. Anything from doing fates to the storybooks to, like, anything. It's just, like, just having one other creature with you makes, like, everything a million times better. Doing stuff solo is stinky, unless it's just roulettes. And the only reason roulettes aren't stinky is because I'm just familiar enough with most of the content that I don't really have to give a shit about what I'm doing. How does the bottom of this get so crusty? Also, I feel like it should be more than 75% done considering I've cleaned like everything but this. What am I missing? This is not 75% of the area, like, there's no way. Are you still dirty? Oh. The underside rust. So I want something I want. It's a rusted solar panel. You may further ask yourself, how did I get here? Is this alleged facility in any way linked to Muckingham's alleged water shortage and the mayor's alleged mining rig? At this point, I'd probably ask you to wind your neck in and get on with finishing the job. What are you talking about? What do you mean wind my neck in? Sticking your neck out for someone doesn't mean being nosy. That's not what that means, lady. Or whoever the fuck you are. I don't know who this is. You're full of shit! Canopy arms do not want to clean. What is up with you? Be clean. I demand it. Music is not relaxing. There's this song called Don't Piss Me Off. What a fucking name for a song. You're still on 6.1. Is this one? Yep, it is. Yeah, I switched. I skipped Monk Zonk because Monk Zonk was very, very intense. I mean, that's fine. The stuff I want to do doesn't require you to be up to date on the patches. I just want to do, like, bullshit, you know? I just don't want to do a solo anymore. I can only play a damn game solo for so long. Well, I've been begging anyone and everyone, if they want to play the game, to play it with me. Weird for how popular this MMO is, how hard is the game to play it. And last week would have been really good since I wasn't doing anything last week. I was on vacation. But, oh well. Now I'm back at work, so, you know, don't have nearly as much time to do shit. This is a very obnoxious solar panel. Okay. This isn't relaxing music either. Curse and pain, get out of here. Trying to look at some music. I don't even know if there's too many, or just theme another song theme of a town. Like most of this isn't going to be. Maybe some of the later stuff will be more upbeat, but a lot of the stuff is not going to be very upbeat. Looks like. All the upbeat songs are earlier on. Oh. Well, that was a big chunk to just decide it was done. Sure. It's out in update order? Oh, okay, so they're like near the end. I have a feeling some of the soundtrack might even include stuff I had never encountered, since I imagine a lot of stuff was added since I last played. You know, 16 years ago apparently. Feels like it was longer. I'm actually surprised some of the notes from 2010. I saw I lost contact with the group I played that was like before Zen, but I guess not. How are you still dirty? What is dirty about you? What? I'm pissing. Okay. Looks like ads are about to happen. So everyone take a stretch break, get some water. I'll see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Music for you to listen to. I continue to figure out why these arms aren't. Okay. Oh, it's literally just there's an invisible spot here. Okay. This should be the underside done now for the top side. What the hell happens there? Sound just stopped. I guess there's 3 unique items left, which is just everything on this giant ass solar panel. Guess this is a lot of space. Doesn't tell me about some frames no more. I gotta save some frames no more. I wonder if there's a. I wonder if the PowerWash has ever been on GDQ. Like, gotta clean fast. I guess there's probably an efficient routing for everything, but I don't know how interesting of a speedrun it would be to watch, you know? Solar panel is terrible. Are solar panels usually bendy like this? That seems weird to me. I thought they were always like flat. Very bendy. Oh my god. There's still so much left. And yet so little. I don't know, I might be getting, maybe some of the other DLCs will be more interesting, but like I'm kind of getting just kind of tired of this a little bit. I feel like maybe time to move on to a new Moist Monday game. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I don't know how it would work if like a particular cell was curved. Like how does that work? Feels like it would have to be like a stair step thing if anything, but is that, I don't know. I'm not an expert on it. I've never worked in that field. Music sounds very Castlevania. Like disco Castlevania. Why are you dirty? Why are you... Okay, it's like, why are you being so holdout? It's about time I spent underneath it. Must commend you on the quality of your work. Remarkably, the panels have increased in efficiency beyond the levels achieved directly after installation. Many thanks. We won't hesitate to contact you again should we be in need. Also, I would ask that you dial down some questioning during any future opportunities. I guess it's just the Muckingham files. Nash Villa, Paintball Arena, Excavator, Aquariums. That could be fun. Modern Mansion, Fireplane, Desert Parlor, Subway Train, Sculpture Park. So we've got, over here we have a couple of things. Ice Rink, Dance Workshop, Cruise Ship Sun Deck. Oh. Shrek. Oh, I don't have Shrek. What do I have here? I have Midgar. And I have Tomb Raider. Do I want to clean 7-7 just before it gets smashed by the plate? No one will ever see it coming. I guess we can clean the excavator, maybe. Hello dear, isn't it amazing what you can find in your yard when you have a little dig around? I've been having the most incredible time in mine. As a result, there's an industrial scale excavator in my front yard that's as filthy as you like. You think you could be 11 wash it down for me? Thanks a bunch. Oh, hi, lacking clothes Lopin up there. So glad you're here. It's likely to take you a while to clean's a great thing. Better not. That's why I picked this one. It's supposed to be fast. A pop on the kettle on the stove, make you a nice hot drink and tell you an entire amazing story. Watch your head. Learn to limbo. About 5 months ago, I was rocking back and forth in my hammock, trying desperately to remember the recipe to a delicious broth I once had in 1983. Literally 1983. Suddenly, something shiny caught my eye, glistening as the sun. It was Midas's belly. I waddled inside to get my towel, determined to dig up whatever it was. Smile and chat if you be waddling. Waddle inside to find something so you can dig up some shinies. How'd you get some dirt all over the top of, like, it makes sense for the track to be dirty, sure, maybe it's a arm, but how'd the rest of this get dirty? Like, what'd you do? Yeah, I call BS. It's hard to dig as it might be an old tin of soups I didn't like and it's thrown out the window. That's a strange thing to do as a tin of soup, but sure. That's what a garbage can's for, did you know? Have you heard of the garbage can? Probably vegetable. I get angry as soon as I see the labels. I mean, try to make it tasty. Have you heard of spices and condiments? You can add salt. But no, it's something far, far stranger than that. It was a can of tomato soup. Oh! Blue sky fabrication. Huh. Was it this fucking gnome? He's back. What's this hole? I feel like some neighbors might get annoyed at you for digging up your front lawn like this. You knocked over your post box. I can just fuck off. Thought I broke out for a second, but I don't think I did. I'm just allowed to wander. Mice, what do you think about this excavator? How does it make you feel? Here's the excavator expert. Literally what you went to school for. Assuming you're awake. First thing I saw once I got my trowel into the ground was a tooth. Damn, you found Lupin's twos? Music ain't joyful. Not twos of a vole or rabbit or even a tyrannosaur. Oh no, it's much stranger than even that. The twos of trees. I realize it's going to be a big and curious job. I was going to need something heavy duty to get this thing out. Oh my god. Why is they all ding at the same time? It's the same fucking frame. I can only assume that she was required to clean it before returning to rental. Okay, we need to get up higher now. Well, I guess I can clean this. After moving several tons of dirt, I revealed a huge pendulous arm. Further down, an enormous body. It was round. Many more tons later, and I managed to finally freeze the entire thing and pivot it down to the road. Yeah. Do I get to see what it is? No, of course not. Don't be silly. That's right, and as incredible as it sounds, with just my trowel and a shovel, I excavated this excavator. What? What are you talking about, lady? I can't believe they pulled a fast one on me. The whole time I thought she'd use this excavator to excavate something. No, it was the excavator itself that was excavated. Oh my god. I got bamboozled. You ever hear of such shenanigans? Tomfoolery is a silly word too. I've started saying tomfoolery more lately and I don't know where it came from. You must be Mr. Foolery. Tomfoolery. Oh, oh. It is a good word. I feel like this dirt pile's not big enough to have held this excavator in it. Do not ride in the bucket, but what if I want to? Have you considered it might be fun? Have you considered you're not my mom? Main body. Where are you dirty? Oh, really? That's so silly to have to like spray into like the down the hose. Down the hole. Boom. Is this my boomstick? Why are you still dirty? Linkage bone. Linkage dog bone? It's a bucket still dirty. Linkage dog bone. Roof tracks? Oh. Tracks are still dirty? Where? Boom cylinder brackets and cab roof headlights. Boom cylinder bracket. Not these. Not these. Where are they? Down to bottom? I don't see anything glowing. Oh. Hello? That's a very awkward spot to clean. There we go. Jolly John's excavator is astonishing. Now it's clean. I can scarce believe I found it buried in my yard. Just goes to show, if you just keep going, amazing things will follow. Just out of interest, how much do you think this thing could go for? Yeah, if you want to compromise the bungalow's foundations and could do as a cash injection. Probably. Alright. I'm gonna call this stream a little short. A little early. I call it short, your short stream. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a little early. But thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you all had a good time. If you're new here, of course, please drop a follow. They are anonymous. All the usual smattering of links. You know where they go. You know what they do. If you click some, things happen. If you don't click some, nothing happens. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with probably more FF5. Continuing the Fiesta. Once I'm done with the Fiesta, I'll do the Chrono Trigger charity incentive. Those that'll come after Fiesta. But yeah, and of course Friday will be more Mars of Art. Artsy fartsy. I think I've gotten through half of Z and as a redeems. Let me check. No, I've gotten through more than half. I have 4 left. Wait. No, I've gotten through half. I have 12. I have 6 left. There were 12 total. I forgot 2 of them are earlier in the list that I skipped over for reasons. But yeah. I'll hopefully see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.